So got that off my chest. Stories are done for the day, and I do want to go just let y'all know what I have been up to this past couple of 2-3 weeks. I haven't had any nursing news popping out. The last Everyday Hero was with Nate. That was in the early beginning of January. So I want to let you know why I have been on the hiatus. I've been just missing, and if you even follow me on Insta, I've been super not as good as I usually am on Insta. Which, by the way, please follow me. But I have a valid excuse, and for all the nurses out there, and even if you're not a nurse but you understand my pain, I switched from working days to working overnight. Yes, I'm now working overnight. I'm not doing the 24 hours per diem, huffy puffy, light cake. No, I'm full-time overnight. And I got my first paycheck yesterday. Woot woot! Got that first paycheck. I mean, that shit's serious, but that shit is serious. But that differential, though, huh? That differential, my God, it's exciting stuff. Just looking at that check, I mean, the difference is mind-boggling, right? But I need to talk to you guys because there's a few things that working overnight just does not lend itself to. Number one, we're human beings. We were meant to sleep at night. Right? That is just what we were created to do. Our circadian rhythm says go to bed at night. How do we sleep? How do y'all sleep? I can't sleep. My sleep, it took me, so it's been 3 weeks into my overnight, adventure here. And I do plan on staying on overnights for at least in the near future, right? So at least a year, maybe a little over a year. So I'm in this. But 3 weeks into it, the sleep schedule, oh my God, I don't understand. I don't get it. It's mind. It's crazy, right? I sleep all day now. In the beginning, it was insane for me. It was impossible for me to sleep the night before my first night shift. I couldn't sleep during the day. I can't take a nap. I'm usually the best napper in this side of the world. Just close my eyes and pass out. But no, I would freak out. All I'm thinking about is I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. Gotta go to work. I wouldn't sleep. I'd go to work. I'd be a zombie at work. Get back home, pass the hell out, sleep all day up until my next shift. And the sleep cycle would screw me. After my 2 in a row, my 3 in a row, I would have a full day of just sleeping, and then I'd be up all night starting at like 12 midnight. It's ruining me. The sleep cycle is ruining me. It is ruining me. But on the brighter side, that differential though, huh? That differential though. Hey. So fucking bad. I'm good. By all of the things I never had. Thanks to that diff. Hey. I wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine. Yep. Smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. And yes, the sleep is bad, but my eating is probably even worse. I don't know what it is about working overnights, but I'm addicted to eating horrible food. I eat out 24/7 because on your way home from work, you say, why not just buy some breakfast on the way home? On your way back, on your way into work, you're like, oh, all the stores are open. Let me get some dinner on the way out. I eat out constantly. I crave the worst foods. I'm eating, when I'm up, I'm eating every 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, but it's just really tiny, really bad food. I don't understand it. I'm probably eating a whole lot less, but just the quality of the food is shit. Dog shit. I promise you, it's the worst. It's the worst thing ever. But when I do go out to dinner, you better believe I'm getting that vegan steak. High dining, nice, with the champagne, please, because that differential though. Yeah, I'm in this bitch, terror, got a head full of stacks, better grab an umbrella, I make it right. I'm in this bitch, terror, got a head full of stacks, better grab an umbrella, I make it right. Make it rain on them hoes, I make it right. I make it rain on them hoes. And don't even get me started on the exercise. And exercise is non-existent. If you do follow me on Insta, shameless plug again, please follow me on Insta. You did see there were 2 nights where I did my mid-workout during my shift situation, but that's impossible. because I told you about my sleep situation, right? Because it's so hard for me to actually sleep regularly when I get back home during the daytime and the light is beaming into my eyeballs. I can't work out during work and then pass out for the last half of my shift, last quarter of my shift, whatever the situation is. It's a different world. Working out during your shift is a really bad idea. I don't work out. I'm eating like shit. I don't believe in working out. But because of that differential, I might be able to afford myself a nice personal trainer, a nutritionist, the whole goddamn night. Someone get me a chef over here. That differential though, huh? That differential though. Hey.
If you ain't got no money,
Get your broke ass. If you ain't got that diff, get your broke ass. What? Get it? What? And then the thing that I think that I'm noticing the most, that hit probably the hardest, right? I didn't know how much of a loner I truly am up until I started working night shift. And is it loner by choice? I don't know. Is it loner by laziness? God knows. But all I know is, because my schedule is literally the opposite of all of my best of friends, all of my family, everyone in my life that I, interact with the most outside of obviously the nurses I work with. All of them are working 9 to 5, working in the day, up in the day, going to school, all of the regular, normal human being shit. And I'm the crazy vampire zombie working all night, coming back home, passing out. And I've kind of enjoyed it. It's crazy to me that I actually enjoy the amount of time I've been by myself, but it's also weird because a lot of the time I'm actually sleeping, and when I'm up, I don't even know what I'm doing. It's not like I'm conscious. It's just like I'm moving through the world, and I'm just like in Netflix, in Hulu, and it's like, that's it. That is my social life, Netflix and Hulu. It is crazy. I don't like it. My friends and family don't know who I am anymore. I sneak on by. I'm like, it's insane. I'm a vampire. I'm a zombie. Working nights is insane, but I have to tell you, it's the first time in a long time I'm able to afford that HBO. Talk about that Game of Thrones. Thanks to that differential, huh? That differential though.
But nothing in this world that I like more than checks. Money. All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need a D, I need the money. All a bad bitch need is the money. I got pants in the coop,
Hey.
bustin' out the roof. I got pants in the coop.
Hey.
Touch me, I'll shoot back.
I know. But like real talk. I'm having fun here because the difference in the paycheck is huge. It is humongous. It is. I mean, like day and night. Pun intended. It is literally huge, and I love it, and it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And I'm just gonna say this, but don't hate me if you work on days, and don't hate me if you work on nights. I did just only do 3 weeks of nights, so obviously in time things will change. I will be able to tell you where I see the differences. The night nurses, they're on their own. If you work nights, it's you and the people that are around you, your team, the nursing assistants, the aides, the nurses, your colleagues. It's you guys, the charge nurse. It's you. That's it. There's one intern or resident or whoever is covering for 100 patients. They're not going to come there on the drop of a dime. No, you page them. They'll page you when they want to page you. So when you work nights, you are on your own. But the truth is, I don't want to say it's easier, but there's less to do. There is less things to do when you work nights. You don't have to work with the patient with PT, OT. You don't have to feed the patient 3 meals throughout the day. You don't have to deal with the families. You don't have to do discharges. There's a lot of things that you do during the day that you don't do at night. So it makes sense in the sense that you're on your own, you have more autonomy, and it ruins your fucking life. It really does. It ruins your life, your health. Your workout schedule, your eating schedule, your sleep cycle. It ruins your life. You better pay me more. God damn, like literally your life. Doing this research, it doesn't make, whatever research you ever do, it'll say, if you work overnights for 40 years of your life, if that's what you do for the majority of your life, you are losing 10 years of your life. You are going to lose 5 years of your life. You are going to gain 6 more pounds than you would if you work days. I mean, working nights, it takes a toll on the body, the soul, the mind. It makes sense that night shifters get paid more. And I'm just asking, I need your help out there, ladies and gentlemen. Nurses specifically, obviously, I want to hear from you. But anyone that works overnight, Let me know how in the world are you doing it? How are you working nights and still being a healthy, functional, contributing member of society and not just a zombie that is in love with Hulu and can't wait for season 8 of Game of Thrones? That's a side note because goddamn Game of Thrones is a shit. But I need your help. I need your help. Let me know, please, and thank you. How are you eating well? How do you work out working nights? How do you enjoy life? How do you hang out with your friends who work days and you come work nights? How do you keep your relationship alive if you're dating someone and they work days and you work nights? How? How? Please let me know. I really need some answers because my life is falling apart, but my bank account, ooh, that shit just exploded. The differential, though.
I was born to flex. Yes. Diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets. I like more than sex. But nothing in this world that I like more than checks. Money. All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need a D, I need the money. All a bad bitch need is the money. I got pants in the coop. Busting out the roof. I got pants in the coop.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate this. If you guys were informed or educated in any way, shape, or form by these stories, please hit that like button. If you liked my presentation of the news, I really suggest you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time Q the Nurse drops some hot, fresh press news. Thank you. Catch you next week. Deuces.